6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The McFarland family is without their home this morning after a fire last night. They discovered it after arriving shortly before 7:30 p.m., noticing smoke filling their home. McFarland Fire and Rescue says the fire started in the kitchen. No one was inside when the fire began. Some pets had gone missing, but a dog has been found.
Former President Donald Trump will return to Wisconsin next week with a campaign visit in Waukesha scheduled for Wednesday, May 1st. The event will be at the Waukesha County Expo Center. It'll be Trump's second visit to the state this year. He made a stop in Green Bay earlier this month. Vice President Kamala Harris also visited Waukesha earlier in the year.
The news comes as the U.S. Supreme Court today will hear arguments over whether former President Trump can be criminally prosecuted for actions committed while he was president. The High Court's decision would determine whether or not Special Counsel Jack Smith can move forward with the election interference case. The Supreme Court's decision is expected to come by early July.
A grand jury in Arizona has indicted several allies of former President Trump over their efforts to overturn that state's 2020 presidential election results. A source familiar with the investigation says among those indicted include Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani. The indictment includes 9 counts from conspiracy and forgery to engaging in fraudulent schemes.
Nearly 40% of people across the U.S. are living with unhealthy air pollution. That's according to the American Lungs Association's annual State of the Air report. Here in Wisconsin, Dane and Rock County is coming in with C ratings, while some of the most populated areas near Milwaukee received F ratings.
Heads up, a traffic alert. Friday, Schrader Road between Schrader Court and the eastbound Beltline off-ramp will be closed during the day. They'll do some paving work starting at 10 in the morning tomorrow, with the road reopening at 3. If the weather does become a factor, work will be canceled and then moved to Monday, the 29th.
Wisconsin high school student athletes will, at least for now, not be able to profit off their name, image, and likeness. Member schools and the WIAA voted down that idea. Those who opposed the measure cited concerns about implementation as well as the impact on the athletes. So far, though, 31 states have adopted some kind of NIL language for high schools.
Campus protests over Israel's war in Gaza are intensifying. Overnight, nearly 100 people were arrested at the University of Southern California. Nearly 20 were arrested at the University of Texas at Austin. Meanwhile, at Columbia University, where the protests continue to drag on, House Speaker Mike Johnson is calling on the school's president to resign if she can't restore order.
Look out for changes in your internet speed. That's because the FCC has voted to reinstate net neutrality. Now, internet providers will not be able to speed up or slow down certain traffic. The FCC is also taking into account modern use of smartphones and other devices. They say it'll take a couple of months to enact these new rules.
Other new rules, these governing airlines, that could save you some money. Now you can get a refund for a canceled flight or if it's excessively delayed and you then decide not to take it. Airlines are also required now to disclose what fees they charge up front. Things for checked bags, a carry-on bag, or a cancel or change fee. The new rules will be phased in over the next year.
And one of our own here at News 3 Now is on to her next chapter. We're wishing the best for Charlotte DeLeste, as yesterday was her final day on air here at News 3. Of course, she used to be a co-anchor here on the morning show before moving to the nighttime shows across 18 years here at the station. She ended her last show last night telling viewers to do something good and to love your people.